Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to talk to you about the Week 2 group assignment. For this assignment, you will be working together in the groups that you have selected. If you didn't select a group, you have been assigned to a group, so please check the announcement for this week to see how those groups are organized. For this assignment, you're going to be looking at the 12 dimensions document from the National School Climate Center, as well as the dimensions outlined in the Comer School Development Program. So you're taking this document as well as using the specific links for your group, for instance, parents, to look at the climate categories that are suggested for assessing that particular stakeholder group. Now, what you're doing for this week is taking a look at those documents as well as the readings from this week and considering the following 3 questions. How would you merge those dimensions for your stakeholder group? Are there any new categories that you think were missed or not included in any of those, or just that you feel like should be included for this assignment? And what categories maybe don't even need to be included? So what you'll be doing is using some kind of collaborative tool. Since this is a group assignment, you do need to be able to work together on this. Now, over on the right here, I have organized sort of the parent dimensions into a Google document. So what you might do is take the 12 dimensions like I listed here. You can see here I have the category safety as well as the 3 dimensions that fit into that category. So you're really looking at the specific categories and not necessarily a general the specific dimensions and not necessarily a specific category. However, when you start to define these and merge them together, they may be listed, they will be listed individually. So you're not looking at creating categories, you're looking at specific dimensions that you can establish for each stakeholder group. Now, I took the 12 dimensions here and I listed the dimensions outlined from the Comer School webpage. And as a team, you might come together and sort of discuss where you think they fit. I just laid them out. They don't necessarily fit right there, but just as an example for you. Now, using a Google document to collaborate could be a little difficult since you're typing. It does allow you asynchronous collaboration, so someone could come and leave some notes and some thoughts, and someone else can come back and leave some thoughts and notes. But if you really want to have a synchronous meeting, I really suggest Google Hangouts. If you go to hangouts.google.com, it's very easy just to create a video call. You can do this by going to hangouts.google.com, and here you can create a video call. And when you go to this video call, you can actually enable your camera. I have mine disabled at the moment. But if you copy the link to share, you see the link is copied to clipboard, then you can email that link to the other members of your group, and then you'll all be able to come online and actually talk synchronously about the work that you're doing. So I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware of this option for collaboration. So, but basically, once you get your thoughts together, you're going to actually be submitting a document more like this, where you have the dimensions that you as a group decided were important to be assessed for your stakeholder group, and you're going to define exactly what you mean by that particular dimension. Now, going back to the Moodle assignment, the specific assignment direction says to define and synthesize each of your chosen climate dimensions clearly so they can be used to measure your stakeholder group. Because in the following week, you will be taking these definitions and these groups for your stakeholder group, and you will be creating questions that will assess this definition. So it's important that your definition is clear so that it can be so that measures can be established. So when you're ready to submit, really only one person needs to submit this link to your Google Doc in the group. Please add your group member names to the top of your document. It will make it easy for me to know who gets the grade for this particular assignment. Now, It's also important that when you are setting the share settings, that you do set it so that anyone with the link can view. This is important. There are some technical things going on with my Google account for Averett that when you set to anyone in Averett can view, I'm actually excluded. So please make sure that it is set to anyone with the link can view. And that will assist me with being able to see your submission, as well as in the following week. So when we get down to week 4, the whole class is going to be looking at the questions and the dimensions and the definitions that you created as a group, and using those to create a climate survey for each of the stakeholder groups. So this group project is really for weeks 2 and 3, but the work that you do in these 2 weeks will be used for something that you're doing later on in the course. So I hope this has helped, and if you have any questions, please let me know.